I'm Nathan Olivarez-Giles, a technology reporter with the Los Angeles Times, and this is Google+. This is Google's latest attempt to really crack the social networking world. And a lot of people have been asking, is this going to be a Facebook killer? Will this dethrone Facebook in the way that Facebook dethroned MySpace? Well, we're not exactly sure as of yet. That's up to people, users to decide. But there's a lot to like here, and it actually does kind of have a very Facebook-esque layout. So when you open up Google+, the first thing that you usually see is your stream, which is kind of like your timeline in Twitter or your newsfeed in Facebook. This is what's happening right now. So here you're seeing a whole lot of different photos. People are posting questions. I just had a hangout with a couple buddies, and that shows up here as well. And this is where a lot of the social interaction is going to take place. You can leave comments. You can +1 things, which is Google's equivalent of giving a like on Facebook. And on your left-hand side, you have the other main pillars of what Google Plus is. You see your stream, and you can filter that down by friends and different circles that you have. You have your Sparks, which is essentially your news feed tailored to what you're interested in. And in a very Gmail, GChat-like move, they have your friends listed here, and you can chat with them individually as well. Across the top, you have different tabs, buttons, for looking and sharing photos. You can see your profile, where you can customize what information you share publicly or with specific circles of friends or acquaintances or whoever you know. It lists your +1s, so what you have given your seal of approval to on the internet. And of course, Google Buzz still exists. It's not dead. It's right here in Google+. Google+ actually takes a lot of pre-existing Google products and then modifies those features and products and kind of makes them more social, gives them a new name. One example is Sparks. And what this basically feels like to me is Google News. Of course, you have a search bar here. You type in something that you're interested in. In my case, bicycles, and then you hit enter, and then this gives you all the different news stories that have to do with bicycles. It makes a lot of sense, and basically what it does is it tailors Google News for you. What are you interested in? What do you want to share with your friends? And then it's just as simple as clicking add interest, and it shows up here on the left hand side. And then it also allows you to share these news stories that you like with your friends in Google+. And you can tailor the sharing to different circles of friends that you have. Circles is one of the outstanding features in Google+, in my opinion. It is kind of like Facebook groups, but it's not buried deep somewhere, and it actually makes a lot of sense. It's really easy to use. What you can do is you can create a group of friends, and they're called circles, and you can sort them in whatever way you want. You can have friends from back home. I have people that I know from my dodgeball league. I have friends in LA, and of course I have coworkers as well. And to add people, it's as simple as clicking someone's contact and dragging them down into a circle. If you want to remove someone from a circle, you just pull them out, and then they disappear, and you get a nice little -1 or +1 bubble whenever you do an action. It's really intuitive, it's really easy to use, and it's really visual. It really makes a lot of sense. Again, a big thing here is sharing with who you want. Google's really trying to make up for the mistakes that they made with Google Buzz, where it just shared with everybody and kind of caught a lot of people off guard. So one of the other main features of Google Plus right now is Hangouts. And what a Hangout is essentially a group video chat. It's kind of like a combination of Skype and video conferencing and, of course, Google Talk. And what you can do is you can start a Hangout, or if one of your friends already has one started, you can join in on their Hangout. And you can have up to 10 people at a time chatting in the same Hangout room. Looks like my buddy Evan started a Hangout session right now. Let's take a look at what he's doing. What's going on, man? Can you remember? You just froze. All right, so this is our, I think, third attempt at trying to get a Google Hangout going with my buddy Evan, broadcasting live from Koreatown. I'm in downtown LA, and it looks like his computer just froze. Of course, we don't know if this is a problem with his computer or if this is a problem with Google Plus and Google Hangouts. Nonetheless, it looks like there's some bugs that still need to be worked out.
What up?
What up? Hey, it's actually working.
I just thought I'd pull a creeper and just jump in on your hangout.
No, yeah, totally do it. That's what Hangouts are all about, is what Google's saying. And look, my homeboy David Sarno, just a fellow technology reporter, David Sarno just joined our Hangout. So
Hey guys. I don't have my webcam activated here, so I'm just gonna be that silhouette fellow. And it doesn't look that much like me either, but
that
use your imagination.
that actually looks like my roommate Evan's outline of his head, which is hilarious. I kind of like the spontaneity of how, like, you just swooped in. I was trying to chat with my buddy Evan, but his computer's freezing, and you swooped in, and now we're chatting. It kind of feels, it feels almost like you're hanging out at, like, the local spot. I don't know, the student union if you're in college, or
Yeah.
your buddy's house when your homeboys would drive by or ride by on their bikes or whatever it is. So that's kind of cool actually. So that's Google Plus. It looks like a pretty slick start to what really could end up being a big challenger in the social networking field. But of course, social networks are dependent on how many people use them, and that can change pretty quickly. Just ask Friendster, just ask MySpace, and who knows, maybe we'll be asking Facebook that someday.